double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at. Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Carr. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
6:37. 7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they'll let their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Here's Cunningham. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now a give, right side, Swift. Taken down at the 47-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once again, their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure. That's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out by the energy level. They look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
What's up?
They run with Cunningham. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get to first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After the the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
14.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
12.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith will come in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage? Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Hey! Crowd left Yeti! 73! 73! Hey!
On first down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll try the option on first and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver off. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And now some space to operate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go with Cunningham. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. A give running right is Mitchell. Fights him off. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez is Watkins. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Broncos 7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 44 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, 31 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Broncos 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Broncos.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
The tackle by Jordan Davis. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
14, run it.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
On third down, here's Mitchell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Tiger Hornet.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 38 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 49, Broncos 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Right back to Mitchell here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they, in fact, tackle him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Wilson changing the play. To throw is Wilson. Off play action. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw is Wilson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 17 yards out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Go Silver, ready? Go.
Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Hey, alert. 12. Zebra.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Wilson wants a different look. On the handoff, Mitchell. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
36 power.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Front left. Look left. Hey, alert.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch.
Complete to Marvin Mims. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4. Now they'll audible to something else. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
27.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Hurts sets up to throw it. He stiff arms him. Busts through the tackle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he stopped immediately there. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
At the 39-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 63, Broncos 27. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.